Collision GH spoilers. Because of the secret Lois tried to cover up, the nephew, Geo, killed Lois. Broken heart. In a twist no one saw coming, General Hospital is setting the stage for one of its most gut-wrenching and scandalous arcs in years. A beloved character falls. A shocking betrayal is uncovered. And the sins of the past come full circle to destroy the present. Buckle up, Port Charles fans. This is not just another day in the Quartermaine mansion. This is the day Lois Cerullo dies at the hands of her own family. Or so it seems. Lois Cerullo has always been fierce, loyal, and passionate, especially when it comes to her daughter Brooklyn. But behind that tough Brooklyn exterior lies a woman with secrets, and one secret in particular is about to blow her entire world apart. Years ago, during a particularly chaotic period of her life, Lois made a choice that would have long-reaching consequences. After a brief separation from Ned and a devastating loss she kept hidden from everyone, including her closest friends, Lois secretly gave birth to a child she believed was stillborn. But the truth was more complicated. The child lived. And thanks to mob-related threats, Lois agreed to a hush-hush arrangement involving a distant cousin in New York who raised the boy as her own. That boy grew up into someone we now know all too well, Geo. When Geo first appeared in Port Charles, many assumed he was simply a distant relative. A charming, mysterious nephew of Sunny's, with a vague backstory and a lot of swagger. But the truth has now exploded like a Molotov cocktail through the Quartermaine mansion. Brooklyn's half-brother. And the only reason this secret came out is because Lois was about to tell him everything. Or so she thought. In a scene already being hailed as one of the most powerful of the year, Geo confronts Lois after overhearing her on the phone with Olivia. His world shattered, his identity fractured. He screams, "You let me grow up thinking I was nothing. Just some cousin from the Bronx. You knew, and you left me behind." Lois, devastated, tries to explain. She thought she was doing what was best for him. Protection. Sacrifice. She made the hardest choice a mother could make. But Geo doesn't hear her. All he hears is betrayal. The argument grows heated. Brooklyn walks in halfway through and is stunned to hear Geo refer to Lois as Mom. "You're my what?" Brooklyn gasps, voice trembling. But there's no time for full explanations. Geo storms out, rage in his eyes. The next morning, Sunny receives a chilling call. Olivia is screaming. Ned's in shock. And Brooklyn is sobbing uncontrollably. Lois's body has been found in the gazebo at the Quartermaine estate. Multiple stab wounds. No signs of forced entry. No DNA, except one thing, a strand of hair. Black. Short. A perfect match for Geo. He's gone. Vanished. His room untouched. His phone disconnected. And Lois is gone forever. Dante Falconeri, usually a pillar of strength, is shattered when he realizes he is to investigate the murder of the woman who helped raise him like a second mother, and the primary suspect is his own cousin. With a heavy heart, Dante retraces Joe's last 48 hours. He uncovers footage from a gas station. Geo pacing. Sweating. Talking to someone on a burner phone. A voice in the background confirms it. "We do it tonight." Or she tells the world. Dante freezes. This wasn't just about the secret. This was about something much darker. As Dante digs deeper, a new suspect emerges. Brennan. The ex-WSB director still has his claws in Port Charles, and it turns out Geo had been in contact with him for weeks. The burner phone? Brennan's. The arrangement? Brennan's. Lois's death? Potentially an orchestrated hit to tie up a loose end. Why? Because Lois knew even more than she let on. She had documentation linking Brennan to a covert Black Ops operation that left several innocent families dead, including Joe's adoptive mother. Lois was ready to go public. And Brennan couldn't let that happen. But what about Geo? Just as fans brace for the inevitable, Geo being dragged back to Port Charles in handcuffs, a new piece of evidence surfaces, a voicemail. Lois, minutes before her death, leaves a message on Olivia's phone. "Liv, if anything happens to me, please know Geo didn't do this. He's scared. I tried to help him. I thought I had more time." I love you. Tell Brooklyn. I love her too. The bombshell voicemail flips the entire narrative. Gio may not be the killer, but he was there.
He saw what happened.
And now he's on the run, not from justice, but from whoever really killed Lois. Brooklyn is inconsolable. She lashes out at Ned, Dante, even Olivia. She feels abandoned, betrayed, angry at her mother, and angry at herself for not realizing something was wrong. But what hurts the most? Knowing she has a brother out there who may have killed their mother, or maybe the only person who can uncover the truth. In one of the most heartbreaking scenes, she sits in Lois's empty room, flipping through an old photo album. Inside, tucked behind a childhood photo of herself, is a sealed letter. The name, Gio, is written on it in Lois's unmistakable script. Brooklyn opens it,
Reads.
and breaks down. Just as the town prepares for Lois's memorial service, Gio appears at the back of the church, disheveled, haunted, holding a small pistol in his hand. Everyone freezes. Sonny stands. Put the gun down, Gio. We can talk about this. But Gio doesn't answer. Instead, he points the gun at himself and says, I didn't kill her, but I know who did. GH fans, this is only the beginning. In the coming episodes, Jason Morgan returns and uncovers a chilling connection between Brennan and a shadow organization with ties to Joe's past. Dante risks his badge to protect Gio from a lethal manhunt. Brooklyn sets a trap using the letter she found to expose the real killer. Brennan launches a final strike, putting all of Port Charles at risk and forcing Gio to choose redemption or revenge. Lois's death marks the end of an era, but also the beginning of one of GH's most gripping mystery arcs to date. The question now isn't just who killed Lois, it's how deep does this go? Is Gio a murderer or a pawn? Is Brennan acting alone, or is someone even more dangerous pulling the strings? And can Port Charles ever recover from losing one of its fiercest hearts?
Stay tuned.
Because in the world of General Hospital, nothing stays buried forever.